What's the best way you have seen someone screw themselves over? 1. When I was young I realized if I threw up at school, they'd call my mom to come get me. One day in second grade I got sick because I wanted to leave, but my dumbass forgot it was field trip day to the zoo. I tried to say I was feeling better but my mom was already on her way. 2. My friend's sister was engaged to a great guy. His only flaw was he was too tough to wear a seatbelt. Crashed his car and passed away. A few weeks later she found out she was pregnant, so now she's a single mother. So that's at least 3 lives he effed up by not wearing his seatbelt. 3. Cops were called to a buddy's house. Cops told this buddy that they did not require any statement from him. Buddy proceeded to tell his side of the story. Buddy went to jail. 4. I've seen friends talk themselves into tickets when dealing with police where they initially were just going to give them a friendly warning. 5. Old friend from high school was really good at pitching and got a full ride scholarship to play baseball at a D1 university. A week before we graduated high school, we were playing basketball in gym class. He goes for a shot, misses, gets angry, punches a wall and breaks his hand. Long story short, the D1 school took his scholarship away because his hand was messed up and he would have missed summer training. Poor guy was devastated. 10 plus years later and he still talks about how he could have been a pro player. He now operates a crane in Philly and makes really good money. 6. I got a friend who just can't keep a job. He goes to war with people when he feels out of his depth and can't make it past probation period. Now he's almost effed up his life in a bad way. He's been out of work for almost a year and can't find anything because it's a whole history of 6-month stints. 7. We had an employee at another location sell company merchandise on social media on his own account for 10 times the original retail price. Company found out and fired employee. The very next day the company gave every employee company-wide a decent bump in pay. So he lost his job and the pay bump all for less than $100 reselling company merch. Truly one of the dumbest ways I've ever seen someone screw themselves over. 8. I worked with a literal idiot for a union job where he just didn't think it was needed or morally okay. We tried to explain to him that the union helps him a lot more than he realized but nope. In one ear, out the other. He had some incident and went into a meeting about it. He rebelled against the union rep, and she sat there and let him sign away his job. He thought he had finally freed himself from the union to work better and they fired him hours later after he was no longer protected. Free healthcare, education expenses, guaranteed vacay and sick time, assistance with housing, guaranteed pay raises. Threw it all away because of religious political philosophy.